Are you someone who's looking to lose weight but doesn't want to go to the gym? Well, some people may have told you that this is not possible. However, I want to prove you that you can lose weight without even going to the gym. And to be honest, it's not that hard to do. Let's be real. Gyms hasn't existed for most of human history. And somehow we all managed to keep fit. But nowadays, without going to the gym, all of a sudden it's impossible. By the way, my name is Modi. I'm a personal trainer. I run a semi-private personal training studio in Oxford where I help people to build muscle, lose weight, and get stronger and feel better on day-to-day life. If you need to kickstart your weight loss and you need some help, click the link down below so you can start working on building healthier habits that will help you to lose weight. Now, as I said, for the most of human history, gyms didn't exist. So what was different? Why did we not gain as much weight as we did now? Well, let's be completely honest. Our life looked fundamentally different. If I'm thinking about my grandmother, for example, she used to walk to school for 4 miles, and then she used to walk back for 4 miles, and then she would have to help her mom and her dad in the farm. So if we think about it, there was so much more activities that we had to do in our days. If we're thinking about females in particular, before washing machine existed, that used to have to be done by hand. Then in the kitchen, we used to prepare food ourselves. So basically, any food that you would consume would require you to spend calories and either go and harvest that food or physically spend time in cooking it or any other tasks that would occupy our day. Most of males also had manual jobs because computers didn't exist, and generally life was a lot harder than it is for us now. And to be honest, this is a great thing because, look, we've gone from struggling physically at work from on a day-to-day basis, digging trenches, stacking bricks. Some people do still, so I don't want to write that off. But we don't have to do these things anymore. Like, even looking at myself, I'm a personal trainer, but most of my job is not physical. I do spend a lot of time recording these videos. I do spend a lot of time doing admin, and the personal training itself is a small fraction of my day where I spend some time on my feet. On a society level, I see that an absolute win. It's great. We don't have to suffer anymore. So suffering comes in different kind because now we are suffering from gaining too much weight. Again, this is a good thing because it means that we are producing excess amount of food which wasn't existent for the most of human history. But that also means that we need to work a little bit harder psychologically and recruit that good old willpower and motivation to make sure that we are losing weight. We need to consciously increase our activity. And I'll give you an example. In 2016, my partner wanted to lose weight, and that was way before me becoming a personal trainer. So we started working on the diet. So a few things that we did is I would always meal prep for 2 to 3 days in advance because she didn't like cooking, and I love spending time in the kitchen cooking nice meals. So we would prepare our meals for the next 3 days, and that makes life a lot easier because when you have food prepared and you go to work, you pick up your Tupperware, then you just have to microwave it and take it out of the box. So you don't have to go to work canteen or look at the biscuits at work thinking how hungry you are because your food is already done. And that's what was one of the things that we started doing to make sure to help her with weight loss. In the end, she ended up dropping 10 kilograms and becoming lightest ever at 56 kilograms. She was 66 kilograms when she started. And that was purely through planning and organizing meals and just increasing some basic activity like walking to work, which was roughly 2 kilometers away. So you get a 4-kilometer walk every day, you want it or not. I also told her just try to consciously get up and walk a little bit in the work because she was working in the office environment. And here we go. 4 months later, she didn't even need to go to the gym to lose weight. However, I don't think this is still the best way to lose weight because we do need some resistance training to keep us metabolically healthy. And without even going to the gym, you can just do some simple exercises at home, like sit-ups, push-ups, glute bridges, squats, lunges. There's plenty of body weight exercises that you can do that it doesn't require going to the gym. And if you really like nature, but you don't want to do any exercises, you can go for some hikes. Walking uphill will definitely work your legs very well. And then you can put like a heavier backpack, which will work your core and actually will help you to burn more calories. And I think the technical term in US, it's called rucksacking or something like that. It's getting very popular. I think it's an amazing way to increasing your activity. The thing is that gym can be a huge help when it comes to weight loss, but it's not a necessity. The way I see gym, so let's say if it's like cold outside now and you don't want to go for a walk because it's cold, going to the gym will allow you to do some exercise while you're feeling very comfortable. Most of the gyms are heated. Well, mine is not, but there's plenty of machines around that would keep you heated, but you get the idea. So if it's raining, in UK it's great for that. If it's raining, going in the gym, it's not raining, hopefully, if your roof is not leaking. So gym has its own time and place. However, it's not necessary to lose weight. All you have to do is to actually improve your eating habits and eat healthier foods, ideally cooking at home. And if you don't cook at home, there's plenty of meal delivery services. Like I personally use Prep Kitchen at the moment. So you get all the meals delivered and you don't have to cook. You just heat it up and you eat it. By the way, if anyone's watching from Prep Kitchen, I would like to get sponsored. So the meals could come cheaper for me. But you get the idea. There is plenty of ways to skin a cat, as the good old English saying goes. So you can just eat healthier, choose more whole foods, try not to snack on biscuits that you have available at work, then go for a walk, drink a glass of water before a meal. I mean, there's so many ways that you can decrease your calorie intake, and it doesn't require going to the gym. So all I'm saying that there's plenty of ways to achieve that, and until you tried it or until you tried a few, you don't know what works for you. So don't be desperate and don't say that, oh, I can't lose weight or I cannot lose weight without going to the gym. Be more optimistic, try different things. So a few things that I would like you to take away from this: walk as much as you can, plan your food ahead, and eat higher protein diet. So make sure you're getting around 40 grams of protein with each meal. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks that you will enjoy this one, so go and watch it and let me know down in the comments what you find helpful when it comes to losing weight.